Sometimes we take the things in this life for granted, such as simple things like just sitting outside on the front porch, drinking sweet tea, just watching cars drive by. For so many years, I took my weight for granted. It started at a young age. My peak weight was 546 pounds, and it got so out of control that I decided to have weight loss surgery. I have since gained most of my weight back, and I plan on getting back to who I really am. Join me on this journey through it all, and enjoy watching my drastic turnaround.
Hello everyone, hope you like the introduction to this video. So here's what's going on. I am starting a journey of weight loss, and I am on my way to a personal trainer that I know. He's taken on the task of helping me lose weight.
Alright guys, how you doing? My name is Shante Rexstraw, CEO and founder of Only the Strong Personal Training Services. Here with my man Andy Trapp. How did I meet Mr. Trapp? We went to ICB together. We both graduated from there. He's a good friend of mine. He's about to start my program, and we're going to go on this weight loss journey together. I'm going to help him achieve his goals, and you're going to see a new Andy starting very soon. So remember, only the strong.
The overview of this is I'm trying to lose weight, obviously, but there's many challenges that I'm going to be facing during this, and I'll go into details with this later. All my life I have really struggled with my weight. My peak weight, as you heard on the introduction, it was 546 pounds. It got to the point where I needed to have something done. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be around very much longer. I decided to have weight loss surgery. That was a really big step, really huge, because I went into it like in the sense of knowing that if I was continuing the way I was going, I was probably going to end up dead sooner rather than later, you know. And it's hard to get to that point and realize that stuff, but I got to that point. And I'm like, well, I need to have a weight loss surgery, just for me, trying to fix me. So I decided to do that, and I was doing really good. Lost a lot of weight. I've gained a lot of the weight back, but there's been circumstances along the way. Stick with me on this journey, okay? Because we will tackle this together. I'm doing this not for popularity, not for YouTube. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I need the motivation. And video is what I know and what I'm passionate about. So I'm wanting to try to do the working out and try to focus on putting it to video, because in my mind I feel that would be a way of motivating myself to stick with it, you know. But yeah, stick with me through through this journey. I want you to understand here. I'm not necessarily used to being in front of the camera. I'm more behind the scenes kind of person and all that stuff. So gradually, I'll end up getting them used to being in front of the camera. But just be patient with me. I know you will. But like I said, just like and subscribe to this video, and you guys can go along with the journey that I'm going through. And hopefully, not only do I motivate myself, but hopefully I can motivate you guys too. So, I am getting ready to go to see the personal trainer. So, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the video. And feel free to comment on the video, what you thought, what you think I could work on. And, yeah, just give me your feedback. But make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll do this together.
You know, we all been there.
Right.
You know, whether it's an injury, whether it's something like, you know, COVID or, you know, work, you know, we tend to, other things in life happen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes things like this happen, but where to start is already, you know, you've already took the initiative to say, I want to do something about, you know, this.
I need to do something because, well, you know, I have a boy now, and
right. Congratulations again, brother. Congratulations again.
Well,
yeah.
He keeps me on my toes. He does. He keeps us on our toes. But I don't know if I want to be around with him for a while. I need to start doing something now, and I just don't know how to do it.
Well, you know, here's basically what I do. You know, my program is, you know, my whole training business is Only the Strong.
Right.
You know, and I am NASM certified, body design certified, and basically, you know, in my vision, the way I work out with people, you know, the way I train people, the first and foremost thing is I need you to love who you are. You know what I'm saying? Love and accept who you are.
That might be hard with me.
Well,
no, I don't mean that to an extent. I love myself enough to. There's just a lot of issues.
Well, see, basically what I do is not just the personal training side, it's the motivation, because it goes hand in hand.
Right.
And every client that I train, I want them, whether you're a guy starting at zero or you're an athlete, I want you to feel on the same plane, because that's part of being Only the Strong. That's, you know, it's the strength to say, I'm happy with who I am currently. Now, if you want to improve upon that, cool. You know, that's my job.
Right.
But the way I look at it is, you're great. Now it's time to achieve greatness.
Right.
So in these programs that I put you through, you know what I'm saying, I already want your mindset, you know, to you to get in the mindset of, hey, I'm Andy, I'm strong, I'm doing this, I'm capable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gonna remove all doubt, all fear, all those negative self-connotations, all of that. All of that has no room in your program.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything you think that's negative, we need to push that out. We use that as motivation for the positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is, I I talk to all my clients like this, about loving the skin because scientifically, stress and, distress and stuff like that attributes to weight gain. You know what I'm saying? So it's all basically a balance. Your emotional stability, spiritual, physical, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to take you to church. But, emotion, physically and, motivating you for your emotional, I'm going to push you. Where we start at in every Only the Strong program, I have these different programs, machine mode, lion mode, things like this, but everything starts in the stability phase. My programs are basically the NASM training I have, or NASM training I have, and the self-knowledge of working out, with different people and learning different things, researching different stuff. Nutrition, that's a lot of what this sit down is about, because I need to ask you certain questions.
I have a hard time with the whole eating thing. Obviously, my biggest issue is when I'm bored and nothing to do. Hence COVID. Right. That was bad. But there's something else that you probably never heard of that I actually have had since birth. It's called PKU.
What is that?
That is a genetic disorder where you can't eat. You're not supposed to eat high protein foods.
Okay.
And I mean, if you wanted to try to leap here, you can look it up and everything. But I'm pretty much ever since I was born, I had like a disorder to where you can't eat high protein, and if your protein levels got too high, it can almost like cause brain damage of some sorts and everything. So, like I said, you can look at that when you get time and everything.
Yeah, I'll research that.
Do research and then you will. But pretty much to make it simple is people on PKU is called I forget what it's called. It's a long word, but if you type in PKU, it'll come in. There's a long word that comes up and everything.
Right.
And pretty much people on PKU are supposed to be like strictly vegetarian.
Okay.
Now, I'm 42 years old, right? Or I will be 42 in June. And within the last couple of years, they have evolved as far as medicines for that. Yeah. And I'm taking daily injections, almost like what a diabetic would do.
Okay.
Almost like what a diabetic would do. I take daily injections to get the protein levels down to where
it's a safe level.
Right. The blood levels are supposed to be in between the 2 and 6. So at my last check, with my blood work and everything, it was at a 17. I mean, but since I was like 8 years old, up until 2015, something like that, I have been eating stuff that I'm not supposed to.
Right.
And I did that for 30 plus years. So you can imagine how high my levels got up. So yeah, that's like I said, another issue. But with this whole new injection that ups the level of protein that I can take, but not a whole lot. You know what I mean? So
do you currently already have like a nutritionist that you talk to?
I have my doctor in Columbus, and they have like a dietitian there that I can consult and all that stuff. But I mostly talk to my doctor more than I do the dietitian. Yeah, because with the whole PKU thing, there's like special foods that can be like made and all that stuff. There's like different companies now that will make that type of food for people and have it shipped to their house and everything.
So I got a question for you. All right, in your eating habits, because you said with the PKU, it's basically a protein imbalance, sort of.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But even though you have that, you still been eating protein.
Yeah.
And have you had any adverse effects from it?
You know what? About 3 or 4 years ago, when I started looking more into actually following my diet. The whole reason was because I had vertigo. I had gotten vertigo from actually an ear infection and everything that felt so much like I had a stroke and everything. And it was scary. It was a scary time and everything. And ever since then, I'd say probably about 4 years ago, something like that. Ever since then, I've been seeing a doctor regularly that specializes in that. Because if you do your research and everything, it focuses a lot on children. Because, like I said, you're born with it and everything. And when I was born, that was in '79. This is a rare disorder, and I was one of only about 14,000 people in the country that has had it. So it's that rare.
Yeah, because like you said, I never heard of it.
Right. But through my childhood, it wasn't managed or anything. I mean, it was to an extent, but it wasn't because I would try to eat foods that wouldn't even though my parents would try to get me to eat the stuff that I'm supposed to, I would like go behind their backs or whatever and just get something to eat that high protein stuff,
And I think a lot of it, we'll go very in depth about nutrition and balance. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I don't write meal plans. I'm a personal trainer. Now, I can advise you because I do know the macronutrients counts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, but before I give you any advice, I will look this up and research it because I'm pretty sure, you've dealt with this all your life. So, I know you have a lot of information about it.
Right.
And, with what you're telling me and what I can look up, we can still design a program and, the ultimate goal, because here's the big thing about it, okay? Exercise is 20%. Nutrition is 80.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
A guy can work out one day a week and have a great body if he has his nutrition in check.
Right. That's what I need to get back to.
So we're going to take care of that but when the way we take care of it is not, because see, one true belief of mine is nobody likes to stop doing something immediately.
Right.
It's hard, you know what I'm saying? So people say, I want to quit smoking. They don't quit smoking like that.
And when I have noticed I've had good results as far as losing weight and everything, I eliminate like stuff from the stuff that I eat. I take away that and replace it with something.
Exactly, because the mindset that I want you to get in is more of don't consider what you can't have, consider what you can.
Right.
And then we're gonna have to go into how many times you eat a day. You know what I'm saying? Now, roughly, we're supposed to eat 6 to 7 times per day. 3 main meals, 3 snacks, depending on, 7 depending on your goals, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, we'll get into all of that, in depth. I kind of needed to get into that stuff. I really needed to hear about the PKU thing because researching that, because regardless of what we're going to do, what we're going to have to do is make your diet go along with that, because we don't want to put you in danger at any time,
Right.
And I know you've been dealing with it, and that you, like as you said, you ate stuff you weren't supposed to eat, but now we have to get you on track because maybe this is your body's effect, is putting on the weight, you know what I'm saying, instead of it, which is, is life-threatening at a point. Now, the exact condition of your leg, what exactly is going on? Do you?
Well, I have foot drop.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that or anything? When I got into the car accident, well, I do better when I tell the whole story. Sorry.
No problem. We got time.
I was on the interstate, and I was going 70 plus miles per hour.
Okay.
And I was in the middle lane. There was a car right beside me, and it looked like it was swerving over into my lane. And it startled me. And at the time, I drove with one arm. And when it startled me, I jerked the steering wheel while I lost control of the car. And when I lost control of the car, I hit the cement wall. It happened right there on Miller Lane.
Thank God you lied.
Yeah. It's kind of goes twofold here. Now that you say that, because when I hit the wall, I did not have on the seatbelt at all.
Ooh.
I did not have on the seatbelt at all. Yeah. When I hit the wall, my whole body hit the whole chest area hit the steering wheel, and when I hit the steering wheel, I fell over in between the radio and the seats,
Yeah.
seats and everything. Where the floor is and all that. And gosh, actually, what is today? 29th. On Wednesday is the probably 6-year anniversary and everything. But wow, when the ambulance came, I remember them coming. I never lost consciousness or anything, right? And I remember the ambulance coming. They got the door open and everything, and I went into the ambulance. They took me to Miami Valley Hospital. When I went to the hospital, they had to have emergency surgery on me because I had a dislocated hip, a broken pelvic, and 12 broken ribs. And when they put like a stent in my hip or something like that, or a pin, that's what it is, a pin in my hip and everything. But from the surgery and everything, I developed nerve damage in my leg, and it caused foot drop. And foot drop, pretty much, to sum it up, is that foot right there don't move. It won't move. It just hangs. That's why I have this brace.
Okay.
And yeah, I've dealt with that for the last 6 years, because I understand. I was going to school at that time. We were going to school and everything. It was during the two week period and everything. I'm losing all this weight. I got all the hopes in the world of being able to go into broadcasting and be able to do activities that I haven't been able to do and everything.
and then this happened. So I think it hit me hard because I felt like I can't do nothing. I didn't do none of the stuff that I wanted to when I was losing weight and all that stuff.
Right.
So I think that's where the downward trend started happening.
Yeah, you got basically kind of in a depression.
Yeah.
You got feeling sorry for yourself.
Hey.
I mean, you went through hell. You know, you went through hell, but that's the beautiful thing about it, brother, because in that whole story, you said two key things, man, that stood out to me. You know, you were going 70. Well, three key things. You were going 70, you hit a cement wall, and you didn't have on a seatbelt.
Right.
So,
And to add a little more crazy onto that, I was on blood thinners at the time.
yeah.
I was on blood thinners at the time, and I was not cut at all or anything like that during that time frame. If I was cut, I would have just bled out.
So basically, to me, God got you here for a reason.
Right.
We wait on the test, and also instead of that, I know you have a problem with your leg, so I might have you do a step test because it's only 3 minutes, opposed to the walk test, which is basically walking a mile at a steady pace. Both tests do the same thing. They give me your VO2 max.
Okay.
You know, basically oxygen intake and where you're going to start at in the program.
All right. I did want to show you something. On the way here, I got thinking. Can you actually hold this? I want to show you what I'm dealing with. You can video record me if you want, but I wanted to show you what I'm dealing with as far as my leg goes. No, you see the brace, right? Well,
which actually you're doing the right thing because for the squat assessment, you would have your shoes off anyway.
But what I wanted to show you was this is actually like a plastic pipe, like a hard plastic, right? And it's just walking on it is, well, for me, because if you notice, if you look at my foot, I cannot move it except for like down, but I can't move it up like this one right here. I can move that, but I can't move it up. So when I'm walking, when I put pressure when I walk and everything, it's usually around the toe area.
Right.
And it, for some reason, it develops calluses on there and all that stuff.
Yeah, because it's hitting up against that plate.
Yeah. So that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah. That's what I said. I don't want you to do that test yet. And actually, man, for your foot, since you can somewhat move it, I'll start construction and a few exercises on that.
Yeah, that's what they said as far as exercises to do on it and everything. I think I told you this the other day. One of those exercise bands and everything, and like pull up on it and all that stuff.
Help pull it and it'll help strengthen it until you can do it on your own.
Right.
Actually, I'm going to give you a flat band.
Okay.
You can take with you.
Okay.
You can start doing that at home too.
Awesome. Okay.
So, matter of fact, here, hold this. Basically, the same principle. What you're going to do is basically like they said. You're going to take this flat band. You're going to sit down with it. You know, you can do this sitting down. Mm-hmm. You sit down and you bring it to the point of pressure. And then at times, instead of trying to come back up, I want you to press against it and pull back.
Okay.
You know, put a little tension on it sometimes. And then the other give me, you know, if you got an assistant coming back, you know, give me like 3 sets of 10, but slow.
Okay.
And if you feel any pain or discomfort, I want you to stop immediately.
Okay.
But, you know, and then
I could do that. I could do that right now, just so
let's see if you can try it right now. And this is stuff you can do at home.
Right.
And that can, you know what I'm saying? We'll also work on that stuff, but this is stuff you can already start with to help, you know, helping yourself get that mobility. You know, just pull it back and push down. Up, down. Good job, good job. Now when you're going, keep it, you know, start out as slow as possible and just hold for like 3 to 5 seconds and then come back up slowly.
Okay.
Ready? Alright. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Come up. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Come up. Alright. Now you can keep doing that the whole time, but like I said, that's yours. You can take with you. You can have it. So you know, at least when you're doing this, do this every day.
Okay.
Do this every day with that foot. Standing on this, then you'll have your shoes off. But I'm gonna stand on it with my shoes on. I'm gonna demonstrate basically what I want from you.
Okay.
All right, let me pull this out a little bit. All right. Basically, overhead squat assessment. I want you to turn your feet and have them aligned. Everything is, we're gonna have you stand in alignment first, basically anatomical position. You know what I'm saying? But we're not going. You don't have to do all this, but you can. I just want you to stand forward. Your knees should be over your second and third toe. You know, as you see, my knee is in line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about shoulder width apart. Now, what you're gonna do? You're gonna stick your arms straight up. Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna squat down to the first point of compensation. So if you can only squat, like if I go down and I come and do like this, and that's where you have to stop, that's where I want you to stop.
Okay.
If you can go down a little further, then that's cool, but you don't go any further than the chair. Basically what I mean.
I can't see me being able to go down very far anyways because of my leg.
Well, yeah, that's true, but here's basically what we want. Basically, like you're sitting in the chair.
Okay.
Okay. And like I said, once again, this is going to tell me what muscles are overactive and underactive. Because of course we're starting out in the stability phase of the program to help strengthen and stabilize your body, but we have to make sure we work all the muscles appropriately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like if you stand all day and your calves are tight, I don't want to give you weights and have you do calf raises.
Right.
You know, I want to relax those and we work on the other side of those muscles, the muscle that's the antagonist of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So here we can set the camera up over there, only to the first point of compensation, and then come back up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Okay. That's fine. So we already know we got some flexibility issues. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we in the deposition stage. That's just fine. We're gonna work on all of that. That's where the stretching and stuff comes in. So from basically what I see, you do have the feet turning out, so your calves are a little tight. You on your feet all day a lot at work anyway. I'm
Well, on and off, yeah.
Yeah, on and off, walking back and forth, and you've been doing it, you know, basically a long time. So you know, so basically, latissimus dorsi is a little tight. You have some arms falling forward, so we know we got some stuff to strengthen up back here. So it's basically your normal stuff that we see in decondition, you know, people that come in to train. You know, basically there's always going to be in everybody, normally tightness in the latissimus dorsi, which is right here, arms falling forward, knees caving in a little bit when you squat or feet turning out. Those are common, very, very common signs, and usually 90 to 95% of people doing these assessments have those, unless you train already, you're an athlete, and even then you're going to have some type of thing going on. So we're in the right range.